So while everyone has been saying Apex is dying, it's over, and it's been all bad news, right? Hackers are taking over. The interview happened in the last video, and all this stuff's been going on. It's been negativity, negativity, negativity. There are some things coming into the game. The question is it really going to fix anything? Or like everything, maybe? Well, I don't really know, and that's the conversation we're here to have today. Like, what is coming? How good is it going to be? And do you have any hope or faith in the future of Apex? So shout out to Glitch Energy for sponsoring today's video. You guys can see the glitch tower that my daughter built in the background. You can also see her gaming chair here behind me as well. She's been helping dad in the office lately. But let's dive into first and talk about what's going on in the game. So yes, we've had all this. Apex is dying. It's like I say, right from Imperial Hal, like one of the biggest name probably in the game. And to see this stuff, it's not a good look. His Watson saying I can't even play. Staycation saying the silent treatment we are getting right now regarding Apex Battle Pass situation is so loud, saying no, we aren't going to change it, and owning the decision would have been better than acting like the game didn't just receive 20,000 negative reviews and then asking on Twitter, what's your favorite legend? Like, it is a really, really bad look. And then also even Alpha Intel came out to say, you know, like, you had this happen like 30 something years ago in Chernobyl. Like, I was surprised they even posted this. Like, this was the biggest disaster, and what's happened since then that has been maybe even worse. And they posted that the season 22 battle pass evolution, like, it's bad, dude. It is bad. Like, it's going crazy. People in the comments are not some of them are not too happy about it, but regardless, I think it is a crazy situation that we are living in right now with Apex, and it's unfortunate. But people started to come out and say Apex Legends patch notes for season 22. This was like a mock-up draft of Apex 2.0. We've all been talking about it, right? The next version of Apex, Apex 2 or Apex 2.0, or then Apex Reborn, or whatever they've been calling it. All these crazy names, Apex 2025, whatever you want. Anyways, are these changes good enough to make the game saved? And what changes actually are coming versus what are just concepts? So first off, His and Hers came out to say, here's what would save Apex. Interested to see if you guys agree. Apex 2.0 having an updated Unreal 5 Plus engine for the latest in-game audio and graphics, adding options for solo queue ranked trio. So get rid of pre-made teams, 3 stacking and stuff like that. A new premium battle pass, which will include premium servers. So when they add this premium battle pass, it should have premium servers, which are servers that have an anti-cheat and 24/7 dedicated human monitoring services to oversee and ban cheaters. They're also adding 2 new game mode categories and saying that you would have a beginner mode where the entire lobby would get 40% automated aim tracking, and then basically aim assist, and intended for new players entering the battlefield, and then an expert mode where no aiming assistance is there, just raw input, intended for those who have mastered the game and are looking for the ultimate challenge. These are 4 updates they would love to see. Personally, I think the first 2, or probably first 3, are huge. I think we do need a solo queue ranked style, because we need to we need to get to the point where people are expected, I've got to use a mic, I've got to talk to my team. The only way I'm going to have the advantage is if I chat with my team. And when it's a solo queue only, you realize everyone understands, hey, we got to have comms. And like most often than not, they're used to playing with their friends, so they'll talk, but now they're not, so they're a little awkward. They don't want to. If we just all went solo queue, it probably would bring a little bit more mics out, and I think that's what we need to see. People taking the game actually serious. On the flip side, you've got people getting called out for taking the game serious. This was Burno yesterday saying stay off quads, first ever 1,000,000 kill squad. And these guys go through, they've been sweating, right? You know, a bunch of Preds and 4 stacks and 20 bombs, 4K, all this stuff. Well, like, yeah, he's playing with his friends, and then he gets roasted for it. This was Shadowmare saying, this is exactly why I quit Apex. No one wants to go against these sweats with no freaking life. It's a sweat-infested BS of a game. SBMM is still a problem. It's not just the Apex 2.0 that we got to look at. We are also looking at big, like, core fundamental issues. Yeah, it is the cheaters. That's one thing. But skill-based matchmaking never went away. You also had many people saying for no reason at all, the game is just really hard. And I think that is a fair point to make. Now, on the flip side, there are some things that are actually coming. Ranked Rumble is one of those. Now, many people, I really like this idea. I don't know why we never had this, but the idea of a leaderboard should have been in the game already. I feel like it makes the game more competitive. It makes the game more fun. But what I really personally want as an individual, I'm someone who goes to play Call of Duty, and I literally don't play pubs. I literally barely play ranked. All I do is get on third-party websites, and I play on CMGs, or back in the day, it was game battles. I like to compete. I like to play in tournaments. I want that for Apex. I want to be able to get on and just play the weekly tournaments, just play scrimmages. I just want to play competitively. I don't really want to just go relax and play ranked or whatever. I think that ranked is just a weird concept unless we really do mimic ALGS. I know I'm disagreed on with that. It is what it is, but I just like the game personally competitively. However, I also do want a team deathmatch style where I could just get into I like the mixtape stuff. I feel like it helps me to get warmed up. It gets me in the game, gets me going. I can listen to music, not take it too seriously. That I do enjoy. Now, I just think that like whenever you're looking at like the competitive stuff, why have we never had a leaderboard stuff like this? And why is this stuff not implemented in the rank, but apparently it will be in Rumble? So people were asking like, can we get this stuff, this leaderboard style stuff into rank and not just Rumble? But ranked Rumble is coming. These are what the badges would look like. And at the time, we didn't know when this would start. But now, according to Apex Tracker, it is coming with Season 22. So the big question is all of this. Will Season 22 save Apex? Will Season 22 get us where we want to be, if you will? Saying, what are your thoughts on Ranked Rumble system coming in August the 3rd? Now, remember, this was a little bit of a different scenario. In the last Rumble thing we had, there was no pre-made squad. You had a solo queue. I believe this time you can actually play with your team in the ranked version of this. So it'll be interesting to see how that works. And will it schedule teams like will it rank teams as a team, or will it rank players individually? Not exactly sure. I would actually like the team stuff. I think that would be really, really fun if they rank the teams on the leaderboard rather than the individual players. But what are your thoughts on this coming in August the 3rd, he says, and give some pre-launch comments to read. And most people are saying, I actually like something new, but it is Apex and it'll probably be a massive L filled with a bunch of cheaters. And you can't blame people for being negative on stuff like that anymore. I mean, it is what it is. Like, that's the direction we have been going lately. And if they don't step something up, then yeah, everything has to go through like this filter of, yeah, but the cheaters. Like, yeah, it sounds good, but the cheaters, but the game is ruined, but SBMM. Like, you can't even enjoy but so much of the game because it does get ruined by a lot of that stuff. Now, coming along with Season 22, we do also have the new map District. Now, I do think this is one of the prettier maps we've probably ever had, and I would like to say that this brings a lot of enjoyment. But once again, but the cheaters, but the skill-based matchmaking, will that ever even be fixed? So it all has to go through those, like, you know, dampened, I guess, sunglasses. Every major POI in District is right here, though. You guys could see we've gone through all of these already in a video breakdown, but some of these are definitely smaller, more compact. It definitely seems like the better POIs are on the edge of the map. Going to be interesting to see how this one plays. I do think there's a couple POIs that are similar to like Skyhook, where you could probably have 2 or 3 teams land at them and be just fine. But overall, seems like a bright, fun, Tokyo-style neon map. And you do have parts of the map that are more Olympus-looking style and more rustic, I guess. So interested to see how it does. I don't even know if it's going to really save the game. I don't really know if this is going to be a good ranked map. That's another problem in itself. You have some maps that are good for ranked, some maps that are terrible for ranked, some that are good for pub, some that are not good for pub. So it's a weird dynamic that we have. Many people are also saying, look, can we just get rid of the easy anti-cheat? Can we get like Vanguard or something that you have in Valorant? Will that even fix the situation? Interested to see about all the ideas. That some things are coming, some things that are just concepts. Do you think any of this would really help Apex in its situation? What is like the 1 or 2 things that you think we absolutely have to have in order to fix the situation we're in now? Because it is not a pretty one. We are constantly hitting all-time lower player counts every single day. Let me know what your thoughts are down in the comment section below. Until the next time, we'll see you all later, Gators. By the way, all in one take. You gotta like the video for that, man. I did not make a single issue in this one, and I'm pretty proud of myself. So later, Gators.